number within each cell depending on size. Too many forced together can break delicate elements. On the other hand, 1 to a cell may unnecessarily reduce density. Use your judgment when filling out CellPak. Remember, CellPak is versatile. Be creative. Customize it to fit your packing needs. If a piece is too large for a cell, simply bend the dividers to accommodate it. Mix and match contents to make the best use of density without sacrificing protection. Check that the dish pack is as dense as possible. Fill any small open areas with crushed newsprint to ensure no movement. Fold in the liner. Remove the rubber band and fold in the flaps. Then, seal the seam with tape once, then twice on a diagonal for additional strength. Mark the container as required. While CellPak is the best way to protect breakables, other items need only the strength of the DishPak container. DishPak containers, along with 4.5s, are appropriate for small appliances like coffee makers, toasters, and food processors. Wrap appliances in several layers of newsprint and pack appropriately. Small electronics like stereo gear, answering machines, and home fax machines are best packed in their original packing material and cartons. If not available, however, wrap these items in paper pads or bubble wrap to offer sufficient cushioning for sensitive electronic components. Then, place them carefully into the dish pack. Glass and ceramic lamp bases are best wrapped in paper pads or bubble wrap. Always wrap the lamp cord independently of the base so that direct contact is avoided. Metal or wood lamps may be sufficiently protected with newsprint, but let common sense dictate if paper pad or bubble wrap protection is needed. Remove parts and wrap trophies in 3 to 4 layers of newsprint, even tissue or bubble wrap, to adequately protect them. Indicate on the finished bundle that the parts are separated. Place trophies carefully without pressure into the container. Remember, never assume that all drivers or helpers will handle a container with care. Pack defensively. Here's a tip to prevent punch-in of the dish pack handles, which could damage contents. Simply seal off the handles with pieces of tape. Other items for dish packs include speakers, large vases, small pictures, and framed photographs. Use dish pack for its strength as well as its versatility. Picture mirror cartons are available in 2 types, 2-piece and 4-piece. Here, we're demonstrating the 4-piece for use in packing a dresser mirror. Prepare the container by assembling the 4 corners. Next, protect the mirror. If appropriate, hardware should be left attached to the item. If not, remember, any hardware removed must be placed into a parts bag, then into a parts box. Wrap the mirror in paper pads anchored in place with tape. For a picture mirror, cushion material is packed within the container to fill and define corners. Notice here how the packer rolls a newsprint cushion instead of crushing it. This variation creates a strong framework to hold and protect heavier contents like mirrors and glass tops. Place the wrapped item into the first 2 corners so that it rests on the cushion material. Cushion the 2 remaining corners and place them on top of the mirror. Once you are confident that no movement will take place, secure the corners together with tape, forming one container. Two-piece picture mirrors are commonly used to pack prints. Treat the pictures separately. Wrap each for protection with paper pads in an envelope style. Pack them together within the inner picture mirror, back to back or front to front, but never front to back. Each print should not exceed 1 inch wide, frame included, to avoid bulging. Slide the outer container over the inner. Finish it off by sealing the container and marking the contents. Pictures, mirrors, and glass tabletops come in a variety of sizes. If the 2-piece container is too wide to allow a secure fit and a 4-piece container is not available, modify the 2-piece to suit your needs. Cut the sections of the 2-piece in half vertically. Each piece will act as a corner for this glass top. Wrap the glass appropriately. Here, paper pads are used to ensure protection. Construct each corner, judging how it will fit the glass top, and size it accordingly. Position the first and second corners. Cushion the excess space with rolled newsprint. Repeat the procedure for the 2 remaining corners. Secure the glass top in place. Ensure that the glass does not move within. After placing the 3rd and 4th corners, seal all of them together, creating one container. Finally, mark the container with customer name, registration number, room, contents, and other required information. Picture mirrors are ideal for artwork, mirrors, glass tops, and shelving. Modify picture mirror containers to fit the packing need. Different types of clothing have different packing requirements. Wardrobe containers make easy work of transporting clothing on hangers. After assembling the wardrobe, make sure the base is free of dirt which could soil clothing. Cushion or line the bottom of the container to keep it clean. It also makes a nice impression of care and concern. Fit the wardrobe bar into the grooved tabs. Be careful of sharp metal edges. Next, check over the clothing to be placed within the wardrobe. Take care not to snag delicates such as silk and decorated fabrics. Choose dresses and gowns first. Allow them to drape across the bottom of the wardrobe and rest on the newsprint liner. Here, the packer tucks a liner over and around the shoulders of this gown to protect fragile beadwork. Fill the wardrobe snugly with suits, skirts, blouses, shirts, and pants. A wardrobe packed too loosely may cause items to slip from the hangers. Pack it too tightly and clothing will probably wrinkle. Seasonal outerwear like overcoats, parkas, and rain gear is much less sensitive. Pack the wardrobe container as tightly as possible without overstuffing it. Secure the wardrobe by ensuring no movement. A properly filled container will anchor the contents and remain intact during transport. Little details can mean a lot. Remember, a liner is a sign of care and quality. Use one to cap off the wardrobe. Next, position the top inside flaps. A piece of crushed newsprint secures the hangers. Place the front flaps and tape in place. Continue to tape around the sides as shown to improve the integrity of the wardrobe container. Then, mark the container with customer information. Mattress containers are available in all sizes from crib to king, and they work identically for box springs. Assemble the mattress containers as needed. Before packing mattresses and box springs, inspect them for tears, stains, and other damage. Document damage on the container and bring it to the customer's attention. We recommend lifting the mattress by using a pressure grip, flat palms pushing in on each side of the mattress. Be very careful if you lift a mattress by its handles. They can easily pull from the body. Lastly, tape the ends well to seal the container and prevent dust and dirt from soiling the mattress or box spring. Finish by marking the container and noting any damage from the initial inspection. Let's review Session 3, Intermediate Packing Procedures. Use dish packs, cell pack, picture mirror, wardrobes, and mattress containers. Cell packs should be used with breakable and higher value contents to prevent claims. Pack dish packs like the tiers of a shipment. Heavy items at the base, medium weight in the middle, and light contents on top. Ensure protected contents. No movement or contact equals no damage. Modify picture mirror containers as needed. Keep clothing on hangers. Pack wardrobes snugly. Use the appropriate container size for mattresses and box springs. In Session 4, we'll cover advanced techniques to complement the skills and methods you have learned so far. Every household contains at least one or two items that present a challenge. Packing specialty items is truly a work of art. With experience, you'll have the confidence to create a packing masterpiece whenever you encounter unusual items. Dried and silk floral arrangements are a common household item. However, packing them is far from ordinary. They may not readily fit within a standard container. Customize a container, in this case 2 3.1s, to fit the packing need. Before packing, check over the arrangement for broken stems, missing petals, and scratches, cracks, or chips to the base. Document all damage. Instead of a cushion, create an anchor by making a cardboard insert. Cut a shape in the center to accommodate the base of the arrangement. Position the insert in the bottom of the container. Now, place the arrangement into the container and push the base carefully through the cutout shape so that it anchors. The insert should hold the arrangement firmly in place. Place crushed tissue around the arrangement to stabilize the elements and ensure no movement. Set the second container on top of the first, creating a cap. Seal the container and mark the handling instructions clearly. This side up, fragile, and dried flowers. Many households have waterbeds. Always make sure bladders are completely empty before preparing them for transport. Follow manufacturer instructions carefully. Protect the fiber liner within the bladder from damage by folding it properly before packing. Fold it up 1/3, then down 1/3, and finally in half. Place it in the container, in this case a dish pack. Position the heater on the side as shown here or on top of the container. Fold in the newsprint liner and the container is ready to be secured. Emptied, soft-sided waterbed mattresses and their box springs are handled in much the same way as regular mattresses. Slip the mattress and box spring into the appropriate size containers. Small original oil paintings differ from other artwork because their frames contain no protective glass. Therefore, they are vulnerable to damage, so avoid contact with painted canvases. Position paper pads with a layer of tissue paper on top. Lay the painting face down on the tissue. Again, make sure paper does not make direct contact with the painted surface. Then, wrap the piece in layers of paper pad in an envelope style. Slide it into a picture mirror container and secure it for transport. If you can ensure no contact with clothing, fill wardrobe bottoms with miscellaneous, relatively light items. Here, extra shoes and boots are wrapped appropriately and set into the base of the wardrobe. Layer lighter goods on top, like umbrellas and hats. Mounted game can be fin, feather, or fur. Regardless of species, the best means of protection is to anchor bases and plaques within the containers with sized plywood. Choose an appropriate container to house the game. Then, tape a piece of sized plywood to the bottom of the container. Position the game inside and hold it firmly. Tilt the container and drill 2 or 3 screws through the plywood, container, and into the game's base. Be careful not to drill through the base. Make sure the screws attach only enough to anchor it. Plaques can be anchored using the same method. Anchor sized plywood to the side of the container instead of the bottom to maintain the game's upright position. Scales, feathers, and pelts are delicate. Cushioning material of any kind may be too abrasive, and none should be used. Secure the game by sealing the container with tape. Mark all sides of the container clearly, fragile, and mounted game. Indicate with arrows how the container should ride. A computer, like other electronics, is best packed in its original carton. However, if it's not available, carefully envelop the computer case and monitor in paper pads to protect sensitive chips. Always maintain a computer in its operating position, either a desktop or tower orientation. If a computer loses its operating position by being placed on its side or turned over, the hard disk, which operates the computer, most certainly will be damaged. Important data may be destroyed. Be certain you know how the computer case should ride before packing the equipment. Secure the container and mark handling instructions clearly. Computer and this side up. Draw arrows to indicate how the container should ride. Packing defensively is never as important as when handling specialty items. Always keep in mind, no movement or contact equals no damage. Let common sense and good judgment guide you. If you are uncomfortable with any packing challenge, don't hesitate to discuss the situation with your agent or supervisor. Let's review Session 4, Advanced Packing for Specialty Items. Specialty items may require creative packaging. Customize containers to fit packing needs. A cardboard insert is the key to protecting floral arrangements. Identify special needs. Remember to mark handling instructions clearly. Fold waterbed bladders properly for successful transport. Oil paintings are not protected by glass. Avoid contact with the painted canvas. Stuff wardrobe bottoms with miscellaneous light items which have been properly wrapped. Mounted game can be successfully transported when anchored with sized plywood. Prevent disk drive damage. Maintain a computer's operating orientation. Finally, always pack defensively. Remember that no movement or contact equals no damage. Use common sense to guide you. If you are not confident of an item's ability to withstand transport, don't hesitate to discuss the situation with your agent or supervisor.